Hey guys, I'm Eric Peterson and I'm a men's dating and relationship coach for 𝕉𝕚𝕚𝕝𝕚 and today's attraction tips video is called 8 Easy Fixes to Improve Your Game. Now it's important to understand that the key to good game and being your most attractive self is your mindset. No matter what you learn from me or any coach for that matter, it will only work for you temporarily unless you develop the right mindset. The reason I'm teaching you all this is so you can practice it and internalize it to the point where you no longer have to consciously think about it. It simply becomes a natural part of who you are. However, there are some techniques that you can begin using right away in order to begin attracting women and building your confidence with women. The cool thing about these techniques is that once you have an abundant mindset where you feel confident and at least relatively fulfilled, all of this will come natural. But it will only help you to begin to put some of this into practice right away. So in this attraction tips video, I'm going to be discussing 8 quick and easy fixes that you can implement immediately and improve your game in order to effortlessly boost a woman's attraction for you. However, you want to keep in mind that this will only work if she already has some level of attraction for you. If she has 0 attraction for you, you would just be wasting your time continuing any further. But if you guys need my personal help and you're interested in some private coaching, please head over to my website at 𝕉𝕚𝕚𝕝𝕚 click on the coaching tab, and there you'll see that I have several options for you to choose from. I offer emergency email coaching that includes a response from me on weekends and holidays, and I also offer bi-weekly and monthly email coaching where I will work with you throughout that time period. Additionally, I offer phone coaching for my U.S. clients. Now, if you live outside the U.S., I will have a phone or Skype coaching option for you sometime in the future, but for right now, email coaching is the way to go. And I will post the links to both my contact page and my coaching page in the description down below. Okay, so 8 easy fixes to improve your game right now. Number 1, assume attraction. Now, assuming a woman is attracted to you is much more important than most men think. Of course, this isn't always going to be the case. She isn't always going to be attracted to you. In fact, unless you're above average in physical appearance, most of the times this isn't going to be the case. However, you simply assuming that she's attracted to you and assuming this with confidence, it's going to be much more attractive than, say, a poor man's Brad Pitt, approaching a woman, shuffling his feet, staring at the ground, thinking the girl is going to reject him anyway, so why is he even bothering? A lot of you guys try arguing with me that being tall and good looking is all women care about, but you're thinking like a man with that mindset. Yes, looks are important in order to attract women, but not as important as how a woman's looks are for men. It's more about your confidence and personality and behavior with women. She may not be physically attracted to you right off the bat, but once she realizes that you're fun, you've approached her and spoke to her without fear, there's a good chance that she may begin to think, there's something about this guy that I kind of like. Let's see where this goes. Okay, now number 2, smile with confidence. A lot of men feel that there's nothing alpha about a man smiling. They wanted to put out this I'm a badass vibe. Now, women do like brooding badasses, but they also like men who are kind, fun, friendly, and approachable, especially upon first meeting. Now, I'm not talking about a huge smile from ear to ear because that could easily come across as creepy. You want to convey that you are fun and that she could feel safe and comfortable with you. So a confident smile with just a hint of cockiness can really open her up. On the other hand, women do find masculine, brooding scowl to be quite sexually attractive. So save that look for when you're about to tear off her clothes and ravage her. Now, number 3 is alpha body language. I actually did a video about this not too long ago, but this is really just about having confident, open body language. So if you're standing, you want to stand up straight, shoulders back, neck back, chest out, chin up, your arms by your side, or in such a way where you're not covering your chest or torso. You know, you don't want your arms folded or a drink blocking your chest. You just want to leave the front section of you open. And you just want to be sure that you're also relaxed. It's easy to be really stiff, you know, standing up like this if you're not used to standing or walking this way. I mean, you don't want to look like a robot or a zombie, you know, walking around. Now, if you're sitting, you want to lean back, legs spread out, as opposed to your legs being crossed or your knees together, just like you're taking up space. And again, you don't want your arms guarding your core. And again, just be relaxed, but also like you're the king and this is your castle. Now, number 4 is good eye contact. Good eye contact is extremely important. I mean, confident men aren't afraid or intimidated to look anyone in the eye. This communicates that you know your worth and that you're completely comfortable in your own skin. It could also communicate dominance, and women find that to be extremely attractive. In fact, if you made eye contact with a woman or if you're talking to her, you never want to break eye contact first. Now, this isn't about staring a hole through her or through a woman, because that could come across as creepy too. You just want to do this in such a way where you're assuming attraction and you're assuming that she just can't get enough of staring deep into your eyes. And once she breaks eye contact, then you can too. Now, one good thing to look for when you're doing this, if a girl looks down and she has like a little smile on her face, you know, like, this is a flirty submission, and it communicates that, at least in that moment, she's digging you. Now, number 5, do not lean in. This one seems like it wouldn't make much of a difference, but believe it or not, it makes a huge difference. I've had women commenting on my videos in the past where I talk about this, and they're just completely blown away by having this pointed out to them. They say things like, I couldn't figure it out. He was so good looking and such a nice guy, but there was just something that was off. Then they realized that after watching my videos that the guy was just eagerly leaning in and hanging on every word that she said. And leaning into women conveys neediness and submission. It doesn't matter if you're simply talking to her or taking selfies with her, leaning in will subconsciously turn her off. And on the flip side of that, putting yourself in a position where she has to lean into you subconsciously turns her on, because it communicates a high value and dominance. Now, number 6, stop over complimenting her. Many men think that complimenting a woman is all it takes. Like she's gonna just swoon because you just told her that you think she's beautiful. I mean, women get compliments from men all the time, especially beautiful women. You're not really telling them anything new, and they know why you're doing it. They know it's just a pathetic attempt to get into her pants. Now, it's true that a woman loves compliments from a man that she loves or a man that she has a high level of attraction for, but even then, you want to try to keep them far and few between. For many men, compliments is their go-to in terms of game. However, next time you begin talking to a woman, even if you think she's just the most beautiful girl you've ever laid your eyes on, just keep the compliments to yourself for the time being. In fact, playfully teasing her will get you much further. Just don't be mean about it. Now, number 7, you want to be confidently playful. This is the push-pull dynamic. Obviously, you know what being playful means, but what I really mean here is using this push-pull dynamic. This is basically teasing her in a playful sort of way, like I was just talking about, but also communicating your interest in her at the same time. However, you can't directly tell her you're interested. You have to do it in a covert sort of way. So basically, you want to playfully tease her, but don't be mean, and then sort of hint at liking or being attracted to her. As an example, say you're talking to a girl and she's wearing this hot black cocktail dress. You know, you could say something like, "Wow, that dress looks great on you. And she will probably say something like, "Oh, thanks." Now, if you're feeling extra bold, because women love men who are bold, you could say, "Why don't you turn around for me?" And she stands up and she does a slow little spin so you could get a good look at her. And then you could say, "What, did you get that at a thrift store?" Followed by like a devilish little smirk. Now, she will probably respond with her mouth just hanging open, like where she can't believe that you just said that, and say, "Shut up," with a big grin on her face and maybe playfully slapping your arm. Most men would be terrified to say anything that may offend a woman they're trying to get to know or that they're attracted to, but now you stand out because you just communicated that you're not afraid of her reaction and you're fun, and that's attractive to women. What you just did here is you pulled her in by insinuating how sexy she looks in that dress, but you also pushed her away by suggesting that she got her hot, amazing dress at a thrift store. And her responding with that big grin and that playful slap on the arm is a sign of her attraction for you. Now, number 8, initiate touch. And this is also called 𝕊𝕚𝕚𝕝𝕝. Now, as the man, you must initiate touch if you want to spark sexual attraction or sexual tension. I'm not talking about rubbing her ass when you've just met her. I mean, that's a quick way to get a slap in the face, or even worse, a sexual assault charge. I'm talking about non-sexual touching for now. Instead, you want to start small and slowly escalate from there, because if a woman is interested in you, she's going to want you to do this and escalate the touching. Sometimes women will be the initiators or the aggressors, but it's rare. So it's really up to you as the man. A good way to start is with something as simple as a gentle, playful push to her shoulder, you know, when you're joking around with her, or maybe even a high five. You also want to look for her reciprocating your touch. That's typically a sign that it's okay for you to begin escalating more touching. Then perhaps you grab her hand and lead her through a crowd, or gently guide her to her seat by placing your hand on the small of her back for just like a second or two. Then maybe while you're sitting next to each other, you place your hand on her knee for another second or two. All the while, you're watching how she responds. Is she reciprocating your touch? Is she moving closer to you? Is she turning her body towards you? These are all signs that she feels comfortable with your touch and wants you to continue escalating. Now, of course, if she's not reciprocating, she's turning her body away from you. She's, slowly moving her whole body away from you and closing off her body language by maybe folding her arms or crossing her legs. These are all signs that she does not like you touching her, or you're moving too quickly and she wants you to slow down or completely stop. That's when you back off and just continue talking to her. Don't get upset about it. Just continue talking to her and having fun. Then try again a little later, because sometimes, and I can't stress sometimes enough, but no or stop can just mean not yet. She's just not ready for this level of touching quite yet. She doesn't feel comfortable. So you have to judge for yourself by watching her body language and her actions. So these are some easy and quick fixes to improve your game that will boost a woman's attraction, as long as she's already shown you some interest, or she already has some attraction. If she's not shown you interest, you would just be wasting your time with all this. Again, you have to judge for yourself. But next time you're out, or you have just met a woman, or even if you've been on 1, 2, 3 dates, try some of this and you will see how well it works for you. You just have to approach all of this with confidence. As I mentioned, you want to assume that she's attracted to you until you know that she's not. At which point, you would politely excuse yourself and move on to the next girl. It's as simple as that. So if you have found this video helpful, or any of my videos helpful, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up, and for you to share it with any of your friends and family. And I'd also appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button down below and tick that little bell symbol next to it so you get real-time notifications of when I upload new videos. And in the description down below, not only will I have a link to both my contact page and my coaching page, oh, and I also have a link to some recommended reading of some great books that will help you further understand relationship dynamics, attraction, and game. And I've read all of these books myself, and I feel that you will also find them very helpful. But I also have a link to PayPal if you deem this video worthy of a donation. So that's it for this video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.